Welcome back to another episode of the All Pro Film Series. Today we are doing first team All Pro tight end, or second team All Pro tight end, my bad, George Kittle. We're going to start off with some third and medium catches, like we did with Brock Bowers. All right, so we're going against the Vikings here. Kittle is out here. They motion to a 2x2. All right, again, I don't remember my name for this, but it's the opposite of a whip route. He's going to start to work outside, then break back inside. See, gets the cornerback off balance. Corner does a good job recovering, but we got the leverage there. Makes the catch and gets the first. I stopped counting on Brock Bowers. I feel like I only saw one he didn't convert, so we'll see there. So good route. You saw got pretty good separation for an easy target. All right, obviously this is goal to go, so not that much space. Vikings again. Kittle's over here. Little delay release. Break out. I guess it was third and goal is my guess. Third and 5. So I guess I don't know, depends on where they are. Looks like the ball is right on the 5, so it might be third and goal. So I don't think they could get the first. Anyway, got a one-on-one route. Goes upfield, breaks out late, makes the catch, but defender forces him back. So that's I believe that was ruled a catch, but anyway, that's a fourth down right there. So 1 for 1 on the conversions. All right. I'm guessing this is the Cardinals. Yeah. All right, let's see. Kittle is over here in the wide position. I don't know if that was the actual route, what that was. Breaks out like a bit of a speed route, or speed out, my bad, and then comes back. I feel like that was a bit of a scramble drill right there. Just works his way back towards his quarterback. Again, being a safety blanket, and that's one of the reasons I picked third and medium. Working your way back, understanding the zone, understanding where the quarterback is, and giving him an easy target. Converts there, so 2 for 3 on his conversions. All right, Arizona again. I'm gonna just let it roll. This thing is super fast. Delayed release means wide open. Looks like it's kind of a zone. He's gonna chip on the edge and then release out. And to me, it kind of feels like he's reading off the defender. And of course, you got a vet like Kittle in a system where he probably can run a couple options, and depending on what the defender is. And you already got a guy going here, so I feel like it was meant to go inside, but also he's looking at the defender saying, okay, let me break this inside. And then picks up the first down again. So 3 for 4. And it's really important for any position that's catching the ball, let's put it that way, to know how to work back towards your quarterback and make it easy for him. I think Kittle so far you see is doing a better job than Brock. Not that Brock was bad, but you can see Kittle's real active and making sure he gets to a spot for his QB. All right, against Seattle in the white zone. Kittle's over here. swim past that press. I mean, that's a good pass. The safety's there. He's in position. Let's see. I mean, really, that's just a play. I can't really say anything there because Purdy, you probably want him to throw that quicker. So he swims here. Boom. He's on the break. He's open. Probably want Purdy to throw that right now. You see how much distance between the safety. He waits a little bit. Throws it. Again, game of seconds and inches. Gives the safety time to close down that space. But it was just a hair off. So it was just enough velocity. Just enough timing to make that catch. And obviously this one was for a touchdown. All right, Seattle again. Did Kittle? No, Kittle's down here. Let's rewind that. Kittle's down here. We're in the white zone. The 10 and in. Releases up the middle. Just kind of plays basketball. I mean, he technically had a two-way go. This looks like a zone. So, but here he's head up. He's technically has a two-way go, even though there's a safety kind of close in the middle. So gets him stacked up, gets him square, then breaks inside. Timing, good timing on the pass. Because if that was a little late, again, he closes on that. That safety closes. Right on time. Obviously takes the hit and completes the catch. I was just curious of the pass rush. Oh no, clean. Everything was clean. Just a good outlet tight end. All right, now we're against the Chiefs. Kittle is right here. No, he's not. That is clearly the tackle. I don't know where Kittle is unless I'm tweaking. Is this? No, it's not unbalanced. Oh, he might be in the backfield. Duh. Anyway, there he is. Motioning out. Free release. And he's down the field. So keep in mind, this is a 3rd and 4. 3rd and 4. Motions. Well, not yet. Let's see what happens when he motions. So it's looking like it's man. Free release. So the defender thought he was, and if that was a better pass, that's a touchdown. So the defender thought he was just going to collision Kittle and plaster, but we saw earlier, look at this swims. He is good at keeping the defender's hands off of him downfield, opening himself up. Now, the earlier times, it didn't really matter much, but this time it creates a big play because we're in man coverage. This safety has his eyes on Ayuk. This is wide open on this wheel route. And just not the best pass, but tracks the ball well, makes the catch. Big play for a first down. Again, a better throw, that would have been a touchdown. Okay, now we're against the Bucks. Let's see, it was 11 of these. All right, 4 more. Kittle's over here. They motion. He's got a single matchup on the island. Bucks blitz. Man coverage. Ends up making the catch. I stopped counting again. Man, I need somebody to keep me accountable. Okay. They did not. Let's see. Converted. Converted. I think this is the only one he didn't convert. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 7 out of 8. Anyway. Alright, Kittle's there. They got a blitz, so it's man coverage. Let's see if it's man free. Probably. Yep, man free. One guy over the middle. And yeah, I mean, that guy doesn't really have a chance. He's in off man coverage. So, I mean, you don't have a two-way go because you got someone over the middle. This guy's in the outside shade. His help is to the middle, but he's just so far off. Kittle breaks it early. Double catches it, but makes the catch. Ball's a little high. Let's see. This is 3rd and 6. So, if I'm playing critiques, I don't know why he's so far off. And it's Kittle. But he's off. The line of scrimmage is here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's about 7 yards off. And he backpedals. So the sticks are here. You already passed the sticks. You should have probably sat at the sticks. But either way. Yeah, pass is high, but he makes it. Alright. So he's 7 out of 8, I believe. Now we're against Green Bay. Kittle is over here, 2x2. That's just super easy. All right, let's see. We got a blitz going. I'm assuming this is man coverage. Yeah. We got some man coverage. We got some zone droppers off the D line. But it looks like man. McKinney, I believe that is. He just didn't play it like it was man. You can see he's not moving towards Kittle at all. He's playing it like it's zone. And I don't know, maybe it is some type of zone. But either way, there's nobody out there. Wide open. That's easy. That's easy. There's nothing really to say about that. Alright, so the conversion streak continues, and it's going to continue here because we can see that that is a touchdown. What am I looking for? So far, only one. Alright, Kittle's over here. We're in the white zone. Coverage bus. Let's see what we got. We got a huge coverage bus, so I'm not. Let me start over. Let me see. I'm not sure if this is zone. I don't know. It looked like an IOU. I'm not sure what they called, but we had a bus. Because watch these two. These two right here. Should not be on the same guy. That leaves McCaffrey open, and that's where Walker's eyes go to, and that leaves Kittle open, and obviously the safety's not prepared to play that side. Easy touchdown. A lot of defensive mistakes, and that tells you about the scheme. Because by this point we've seen a lot. Okay, it's the last one. We've seen a lot of receiver, even quarterbacks. We've seen a lot of passing, and a lot of these big plays happen with defenders. Well, some of these are defenders making mistakes. Some of it you see the scheme like really causing confusion for the defense. All right, against my Bears, unfortunately. 2x2, we are in the red zone, and just like we saw earlier, I'm not sure what is causing teams to do this. I can't tell which corner this is, but I'm guessing that's our corner. We're in off coverage. let's see. Looks like some type of cover 4 to me. Potentially, I feel like that's a cover 4. Let's see, our nickel. Yeah, nickel's playing curl to flat. So TJ Edwards should be curl to flat. I don't know what he's just covering absolutely nothing. That's wide open. I mean, it's a coverage bust, however you want to call it. And convert. So he missed one, and I'm pretty sure Brock did as well. And as I said before, I was not looking for highlights. I was looking for situations. And so there was no guarantee that these situations would, be good. But being the all pros they are, we went to third and medium catches, and they converted all but one first down, it looks like. All right, so now we're going to touchdowns against the Vikings. He looked offsides to me, but okay. All right, Kittle's down there, blocks, and then does a tight end slip screen. I don't know if he got in on that, but anyway, let's go to end zone view. Actually, probably have a good view of this. And I don't know who 91 is, but he's a DN either way. You see the physicality to engage a DN, turn him loose to the slip screen, and then you see the yak ability, getting the ball, being able to make something happen off of that. And you don't see a lot of those with tight ends, so that's somebody that you really trust. That kind of looked illegal. I'm not going to lie. It looked kind of like a lineman was downfield, but whatever. All right, next, it is the Patriots. We are in the red zone, right outside the white zone. Kittle's right here. It's running a corner route. That was... okay, that catch is insane. All right, let's back this up. Let's back this up. Is this a China? It's a different variation of a China. So we got one in breaking, one out breaking, and then the corner route behind it. So these both defenders are in position. He collisions with Kittle and just lets him keep running. I don't know why. I don't know if he had his eyes on Debo or what. My guess is he couldn't see the quarterback when he collided with Kittle, because if he saw the quarterback, the ball's already being thrown. So you need to get that way, but he doesn't. And he's in the way of the other defender who's late to react. But either way, the ball's lobbed up so high that all three are able to get back to it. I mean, just ball skills. High point, catching that through traffic is insane. I really wish they zoomed up on that. Let's see if we could get a good visual here. Yeah, that's a much better shot. High point that through traffic. I don't know how he got his feet down, but I mean, catching traffic, that again, the many different attributes that we can quote about what or how we evaluate players, tight end, you're that mismatch, you're that rebounder. Catching traffic is one of those really big key parts. All right, Cardinals, we're in the white zone, 10 and in. Kittle's down here. That's too much space. That's too much space. We're in the zone. Let me see. I don't know what this safety's looking at. I don't know. I don't know what the call is, but obviously out here you got a corner. He's good. So you got Kittle. It's just too much space. He's got a two-way go, kinda. Now, technically, you got help inside, but there's just too much space, bro. Like, you on the goal line. You need to be on the goal line. Kittle just knowing how to make himself open, man. All right, we got Seattle. I don't remember if this is the one we saw or not. It might be. Let me see. There was 2 against Seattle. We might have saw both of them. I'm not sure. All right, motion. Kittle's here. Yeah, that's the one we saw. I won't say lucky, but just right on time. All right, Seattle again. I don't think we saw this. Kittle's here. No, we did. We saw this. Yeah, we saw this. All right, next one. This is Dallas. Might be the last. Nope, it is not the last one. I think we saw the last 2 though, because they happen to be third and medium catches. Kittle's here. Yeah, we didn't see this, so this is a straight up pick play. We got a blitz, man coverage. Let's look at this. Let's see if Ayuk is straight cheating. No, he's not. I mean, that's bang bang, as they say. Kittle don't gotta do much on that. Good timing. Brock Bowers ran this exact same thing like 3 times for first downs and touchdowns. This exact same thing. Delay a little bit. You run towards the receiver, delay a little bit, break once you get towards them. I guess they picked the flags up. I'm not sure what was called, but it was still a touchdown. All right, next. Tampa. What down is this? This second down, so we didn't see this one. All right. Kittle's over here. Stack release. Corner right into the safety. Scramble drill. Great. It's just a great pass, honestly, by Purdy. Because, I mean, Kittle didn't do nothing special to get away from that guy. And again, those are hard to do, scramble drills, but 32 did a pretty good job. He was with Kittle most of the time. Kittle just put it in the back of the end zone where only Kittle could get it, or Purdy put it in the back of the end zone where only Kittle can get it. And a great catch too, of course. All right, this should be the last touchdown. Green Bay. 3rd and 3. Did we see that? Oh man, I don't think we saw this. Stack formation again. Yeah, we did. I'm tweaking. We just talked about this. Is this the same one? Yeah, I believe it is. Yeah. All right, we talked about this. Now I'm gonna be a little unfair to Brock Bowers because we didn't do this, but Kittle is known for his blocking, so I just felt like we had to get in on some of these runs. It's a lot of 1-2 yards, so we're gonna look at the bigger runs and kind of see what Kittle was doing on the blocking. These are or we're gonna look at touchdowns. I'm gonna try to look at some of the longer ones. All right, let's see. Obviously Kittle's there. He just motioned. Chip works to the second level. Now that, look, I don't love the hands and all that. That's definitely grabbing territory. But what was smart, he turns this linebacker, completely opening up the lane. Now look, they could have kept going here, wash him out, cut up here. come behind Debo. Still could have worked, but he turns him this way, creates a lane. As you can see, he's peeling off. So by coming up here, he's got an extra blocker here. Completely turns this guy, Cashman, who's a really good linebacker, and arguably opens up that lane. Again, I get it if you want to say, I don't know if that was necessarily a flag, but I get it if you want to say like, hey, that's not clean blocking. I can't argue with you there. All right, this is a 6-yarder. See what we got. Kittle's right here. Up the middle. Kittle didn't have to really do anything. Yeah, he's just getting in the way on the edge. Okay. See, we got a 15-yarder and a 9-yarder. We'll look at that and we'll be done. Oh, it's the snow game. See, Kittle's right here. So I guess that's technically a run, but more of a screen. We saw Kittle blocking on the perimeter. Delay release. Juice is there. Gets out to this defensive back. Completely occupies him. Opening up a lane. All right. Last one is against Detroit. Oh, this is a scramble. Let's see. We'll see if Kittle does anything. I think he just ran his route. And he was wide open. It's kind of crazy he didn't throw that to Kittle. Anyway, that is George Kittle, second team All-Pro. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Go to the comment section. Let me know what you think. Share it around. Get the convo started. Next up, we will be going to the offensive line. Well, it's going to be a little different. The O-line, we will be, because we got teammates, so we just going to knock those out together. So I think first up, we're going to be doing the Eagles. So that is Lane Johnson and Jordan. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. I'm going to just say Jordan. So we'll be doing them next, and yeah, we'll continue the O-line. So hope to see you next episode.